What if your greatest visions never came true because they were never truly yours? Not the dreams whispered by your soul, but the ones shouted by your ego. The difference is subtle, yet it defines the entire path between illusion and awakening. To align with the vision beyond ego is to move from striving to allowing, from forcing to flowing. It's not about giving up your ambitions, but seeing where they arise from. Because when you stop chasing what you think you should be, you start remembering what you already are. In this episode, we'll explore how to recognize ego-driven visions, how to dissolve them, and how to step into the living current of your soul's true direction, the vision that sees through you. Let's begin. The ego's vision always begins with me, my goals, my success, my purpose. It sounds noble, it feels empowering, but often it's a subtle trap. The ego dreams of greatness not to serve truth, but to survive as an identity. It wants recognition, not realization. It builds visions like castles in the sky, beautiful but weightless, disconnected from the ground of being. You can recognize an egoic vision by the energy it carries. It feels tense, restless, or conditional. It depends on achievement for worthiness. It says, I will feel complete when this thing happens. But when the soul speaks, there is no condition, only clarity. The soul's vision doesn't inflate the self. It dissolves it. It doesn't demand validation. It radiates presence. True vision doesn't shout. It hums. It's not loud or glamorous. It moves like gravity. You can feel it as a deep resonance, a magnetic pull towards something beyond reason. It doesn't need proof or plans. It simply feels inevitable. When you align with that quiet current, your life begins to rearrange itself naturally. Synchronicities arise. People appear. Opportunities form, not because you forced them, but because you finally stop resisting the natural order of your becoming. The soul's vision isn't a destination. It's a direction, a living compass. You'll know you're aligned when even obstacles feel meaningful, when challenges no longer threaten your identity, but deepen your wisdom. Because the soul is not chasing the outcome. It's sculpting your awareness. The ego thrives in comparison and control. It needs to measure, define, and dominate. So when you begin walking toward your soul's calling, it panics. It whispers to you, but what if you fail? What if we lose everything we've built? Understand this. That voice isn't evil. It's frightened. The ego fears death because alignment feels like disappearance. But you can't destroy the ego through force. You must transcend it through understanding. See the ego like a child clutching the steering wheel. It doesn't trust the greater driver within. When you stop fighting it and start listening compassionately, its grip softens. You can tell it, you've done your job protecting me, but I'm ready to move on from fear to flow. The ego is meant to be the servant, not the master. When it bows to the soul, your vision becomes clear, your energy becomes light, and your actions align with grace rather than grasping. Ego says, I am the creator. Soul says, I am the channel. When you align with the vision beyond ego, creation no longer feels like effort. It feels like participation. You realize you're not inventing your destiny. You're remembering it. Every true vision is co-created between the human and the divine, between intention and surrender. This is why alignment often feels paradoxical. You still take action, but it's effortless. You still plan, but without anxiety. You still dream, but without attachment. When you live as a conduit, inspiration moves through you in waves, and all you have to do is remain open. The greatest artists, teachers, and mystics never claimed ownership of their genius. They simply stayed receptive to the field that speaks through all who are still enough to listen. At the deepest level, alignment is not about manifesting your vision. It's about allowing the universal vision to manifest through you. There comes a moment where the seeker disappears, and only the seeing remains. You begin to realize the same consciousness that birthed galaxies is the one breathing through your lungs right now. Your desires are its whispers. Your visions are its reflections. To align with that is to become transparent, to let light move through you without distortion. Then every thought, every word, and every action becomes an offering. You live not to prove, but to express, not to win, but to witness. And that's the highest alignment, to see as the universe sees, without fear, without grasping, without the illusion of I. To align with the vision beyond ego is to remember that life is not your creation. It's your collaboration with the infinite. You are not here to perfect yourself, but to reveal what was never broken. The path forward isn't about becoming more. It's about becoming clear. When clarity dawns, action flows naturally. And in that flow, you find what every egoic dream was secretly searching for. Peace. The kind of peace that no achievement can offer. Because it isn't achieved. It's revealed. If this journey spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone ready to experience life beyond thought. Comment below, what does vision beyond ego mean to you? I read every comment. If you would like to support my work directly, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/magnumopus333. Or you can explore some original merchandise at my Teespring store online. The link is in the description below. Remember, your consciousness is the key that unlocks reality. Let's keep unlocking it together. Thank you for watching. Until next time.